Well, I hate to say I told them so, but looks like I may have been right about women after all. Yes, I took it back. I wanted to say that, I wanted to be fair and say that maybe I was overreacting. But now I'm starting to change my mind because, this is one study. So we can't really necessarily say that it's a slam dunk or anything as far as condemning women about certain things. But here it is. The let's see here. It's not there. Where is it? I'm trying to. Should have done this beforehand. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh, I got it here. I know. I copied it. That's right. So there's a study done in. I think it was Australia or something, somewhere down under. Let's see. Uh, the oh wow, I was way off. The Open University of Israel, and Hebrew University of Jerusalem suggest that women who were labeled by their peers as beautiful were more likely to conform to social norms and put their own interests before the interests of others. That's right. So this, I believe, proves my 2 points nicely. My first video was about how women tend to be musically inferior. Now, to be fair, this is all based. Music is to some extent subjective. Since there's no guaranteed meaning to life, you can't say that. Technically, you can't say that Led Zeppelin is any worse or better than Justin Bieber. I'm pretty sure you could analyze the music from a scientific perspective and find that Justin Bieber is derivative of a lot of other bad music, and Led Zeppelin was certainly less derivative for their time. And you could use other things that don't have specific statement of something is wholly better than something else, because maybe being derivative isn't a bad thing, right? But I don't know. You ask most people, and they'd say that Justin Bieber is only popular mostly with young teenage girls, and even with them, he's not as popular as he probably used to be. Most of the girls that love Justin Bieber now are probably loved him when they were preteens and teenagers, and just sort of carried that crush on with them for reasons totally unrelated to his music, because he's a pretty boy. So you know, but so basically, what I'm saying is, because this study, now it's one study, but I tend to believe if you did more studies like this, you'd see the truth. Because the study shows that beautiful women tend to conform, I think that's where music goes wrong. Because less attractive women want to be seen as beautiful also, or they want to be considered in the same light. It's a shame they don't just take their own path and like what they like, and some of them do. A lot of less attractive women just say, screw it, they get into stuff that's a little more off the beaten track because they're like, forget society, go to hell. But I think, unfortunately, less of them do that than decide, I'm going to try to listen to what the beautiful girls listen to so that I look beautiful in comparison, or like that I'm doing with they convince themselves ridiculously that by doing what beautiful girls do, they're going to make themselves beautiful magically. Of course, that doesn't happen. You're either beautiful or you're not beautiful. You can get in shape, you can get surgery done, but it's kind of hard to change your lot in life as far as your looks are concerned. So anyway, I think that's why women tend not to. And also, the other thing about it is, in the music industry, you have to be attractive a lot of the time in order to um, gain a following, and for people to promote you. So a lot of these women who are unattractive but might have more interesting senses of musical taste, or less conformist, in other words, they are willing to take chances, may not get the same opportunities that the beautiful women get, who are doing the stuff that is very in the mainstream. So that's why I think you don't see as many, at least in the rock era. That's why you don't see as many women coming out with music. I don't know if you could say that. I still don't know why there aren't more women representatives from the classical era. It probably has more to do with the fact that women were generally oppressed and not as respected back in the era, the classical era. I'm sure there were some women who were talented enough to write some classical music, but on the whole, I think it may have something to do with conformism, at least in the world of rock. That's why women don't come out with better music, is because too many of them are likely to conform. They're not willing to take risks. I think a lot of that might also be men's fault, believe it or not, because women are constantly um, are being shown images of what they would like to be. These beautiful women on television and magazines. And so women have no self confidence. So they think that men want a girl um, who is just gonna be agreeable and doesn't have strong opinions and stuff like that. And that's totally wrong. That was part of the other thing I read in this study is that men, or I think it was a different study, but men tend to prefer women who are more outspoken about what they want and are honest and don't try to conform. Men like nonconformist women. So I made that video about music to say women don't. That wasn't to say that women um, can't come up with decent music. I was just sort of a challenge to them to say, show me what you can do, women. Show me that you're not just gonna write derivative conformist shit. Come up with something original. Do something that that can impress me. It's really more about me not wanting to have to listen to the crappy conformist mainstream shit. Like I will have no problem listening to women if they come up with stuff that's a little more original and creative and not as kind of looking for social approval. Take some chances, take some risks. Makes it not so easily digestible. But that's not what most women try to do, and it's a shame. Women should stand up for what they believe in musically, and hopefully it's not crap like Justin Bieber in reality, because or all the other crap that's out there. Indie music is sort of the modern day annoying women's music, if you ask me. Most of that indie music is just, bland, super bland, and dull. Again, it is mostly focused on relationships, and I'd like to see that change for women too. I'd like to speak about things other than relationships, but at least Lord. I don't like Lord, but in her song she talks about kind of bucking the trends. So I guess I got to give her a little credit for that. Some of my friends like Lord. My problem with Lord is that she doesn't seem particularly musical to me. It's mostly just vocals again and kind of this coolness vibe. I don't want to see girls putting out vocals in a coolness vibe. I want to see girls who are musicians who are taking chances, writing songs that aren't going to be liked by everybody. I want to see the woman's version of Rush, or it doesn't have to be Rush. It could be something like a women's version of Nirvana, something like that. Something a little more. I mean, obviously they had women's versions of Nirvana in the '90s. Courtney Love and Hole. I don't think Hole is anywhere near Nirvana as far as their contribution to music, but obviously this is still all subjective. Although I do believe on some level music is objective, but I can't prove that. So, and on the other side of it, like I said, beautiful women tend to be, according to this study, more self-centered. So there you have it. That's why beautiful women suck. They're more concerned with self promotion and less concerned with uh, um, what's good for everyone. And I guess that probably describes why. It also goes back to my other points about how women are looking for the wrong kind of men. Now maybe men's programming has something to do with this. Maybe men, have trained women. Powerful men have trained women potentially to only be attracted to men who are aggressive and power seeking and those kind of douchebags. But women should break out from this. I don't know. It would be interesting to do a study on why beautiful women, tend to be more self-centered. But Don't take my word for it. Look at the link below. I've linked to the study. And hopefully there'll be more studies done like this to prove that I'm right. We'll see. That's all for now.